Hi. I thought maybe it's a good time to just run through a few of the things you may expect during the lockdown to expect within your body. So during the run around, I'm expecting you to feel differences within your body that will cause you discomfort, and you need to know where they're coming from and that it's okay. The changes that maybe you'll be feeling inside are designed by nature to bring you into the new to the experience of the new planet that we're going to live on. And so it's important that you understand what's happening and you learn how to control it. What I felt was a tension in my chest that was like excitement all the time. And once I named it as excitement for the future rather than an anxiety, I realized that it was much more bearable. Although it was causing me issues in terms of my behavior, I was very heightened, like a manic depressive cycle. I was like existing on a high of a manic cycle for a long period, and it was quite tiring. Exciting and in many ways a lot of fun, but very, very tiring. And so you've got this feeling in your chest, and your head can feel, you can get headaches, and various reactions can come. I also had a couple of nights where I had some pretty explosive diarrhea as the system was, I think it was the system was cleaning itself out and I was sick. They were pretty bad nights, but nonetheless it was bearable. It was just like food poisoning, something like that, and who knows, it may have been. So when this is why the sleeping patterns is important to break them, and why the gentling process is so key. The main function that you're doing is gentling your mind membrane. You'll feel the experiences in your body, and the experiences you'll feel in your head in terms of how you're receiving consciousness will be very different from what you're used to. Much more insightful. You'll be getting ideas and thoughts will be coming to you. You may even hear voices and see images and that kind of thing. Don't be frightened by it. Don't be frightened. It's natural. It's just your mind adjusting to the new situation. So as you go through the lockdown, follow my guidance on the patterns about gentling, and just understand it's your mind membrane that has been distorted by the corruption of the system and from your own response to it. The more corrupted you've become in the system, the more narcissistically you behave, the more distorted your mind membrane has been, and therefore it'll be harder to get it back. Some people will not be able to return to the new earth, and they won't be able to survive this ordeal, and so they're the ones who I'm going to be using to set things right while you're in lockdown. They may as well do something useful before they disappear. But the rest of you who've got a chance to come through into New Earth, just really take it easy and really don't panic. Just name the feelings you're having as an excitement that your body is responding to external stimuli, and they're new things. It's a new experience for you and your body's responding to it. Just don't worry. If you can have some trust in the system under which you're operating and we're looking after you, then you'll be okay. And this is why it's so important that we get rid of this current incumbents, the genocidal maniacs who we've got in government and in the opposition, and remove those people, and let's have some people in there who care about us and you, so that we can get through this process carefully, because it's got to be managed carefully. If we drop the ball in Great Britain, we're leading the way here by example. It's going to really set the tone badly for others. So you're expected to return really to some of the ideas of Britishness that were lodged in the minds of the rest of the world, who we are. The stiff upper lip, the play the game well. Yeah, the stoic. Yeah, be stoic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Whatever happens, God will never give you anything you can't handle. I said survive in another. Of course, survive is a different word. It should be God will never give you anything you can't handle. If you die in the process, and some people may, you have to accept this. Some people may, during this process, there'll be a system to take care of any bodies that arise during this process. But that you have to accept that the way that you go into your death is the key to making sure that your future is set for when you return, when your soul returns in a new body, that you're set nicely. If you go kicking and screaming, yeah, then trying desperately to hang on to a life that's already gone, when you go across, you'll be corrupted, and it'll all start all over again. Okay, so the more people who can come through with a good heart, the better. So it's bringing yourself to God. Many people who've been working on this for a long time have done many years of of work to try to bring themselves to understand this changes in their body that's occurring while they go through the rapture, which is what's happening. It's called the rapture. It's already begun. There are many, many people on the planet who are living with the rapture and trying to bring themselves to make the planet suitable for the new way that they feel. And many, many people are left behind. But the people who are pushing this are dragging the rest of you with us, because we want to leave the genocidal planet behind and come to a great one. And it's not going to happen without pain and effort and work. And that's what's required of you as a human being right now. You can kick and fight against it and be a narcissist and say, no, what about me? What about me? That's fine. You do that. You do that. But I wouldn't recommend it. It might work for you now. You might feel better off now. You might think, oh, well, you might think better off. And from moment to moment, you might think, oh, no, I'd rather hang on to my existing ego, my personality, and behave as I have been up to now. And you can feel free to do that. But that if anyone's causing us any trouble, then of course we're going to have to sort that out. It's about the collective now. The individual is not important. The collective is important. So just take all this on board. Think about it when you're resting. And really it's about visualizing the future, visualizing the changes in your bodies as positive things, and going with it, accepting them. Acceptance is the key. Yeah? Accept what's happening. You are a human being. You are a person of nature and a person of God. And if you don't think that's true, then you're about to find out that it is after you've died, and you'll wish you'd listened to me now, because you'll be separated from your people forever. And again, I say that with authority. So, any problems at all, make sure we'll have a supply chain, we'll have a communications chain set up, so that there is a means for people to cry for help, and it will be given, of course, if we've got time to set this up. But the longer we leave it, the worse it's going to be, for everybody. And so the first move is to turn this government over and restore authority. Give me the keys to the country, and I'll set it right. Don't, and I won't. And it'll just be harder. More people will die. It'll be more painful. It'll be more awful. But anyway, you can't stop it. No one can stop it. This is God's plan. Come with God, or be left behind. He loves you. I love you. We want you to come, but you've got to choose it. It's a new story.